Remember Gloria Swanson's famous line in Sunset Boulevard? We didn't need to talk, we had faces. In radio, it was just the other way around. We didn't need faces, we had voices. In the realm of murder, madness, and mystery, some very famous voices were heard. Some belonged to famous faces, some did not. Would you, for example, recognize the voices of Russell Thorson, Jim Bowles, and a very young Tony Randall? Or would you know them better as Jack Packard, Doc Long, and Reggie York? I Love a Mystery was first produced in Hollywood in January of 1939. From the start, children of all ages adored it. Later that year, it went nationwide on NBC for 15 minutes a day for the after-school crowd. Some 10 years later, I Love a Mystery began a new schedule, produced in New York, and from that, here's a taste of the famous adventure in the jungles of Nicaragua.
A new Carlton Morse adventure thriller, Temple of Vampires.
12 midnight, high on the ledge above the floor of the Temple of Vampires. Jack and Doc Long are facing one of the strangest, most hair-raising moments in their experience. They're out in the center of the temple, each clinging to separate ropes 50 feet in the air. There is no chance for them to swing to the high ledge where Reggie is guarding the boy Hermie, the girl Sonny, and the captive vampire priestess Angelina. Reggie was sitting on the stone bench in the dark, talking softly to Hermie. Suddenly, he became uneasy, arose to his feet, and tiptoed to the door of the cell. As he did so, a fist struck out of the dark, staggering him, and he clenched with the unseen enemy.
Get out on the ledge, see?
That is good. You mean one of us is going over?
That one is you.
Didn't do it, did you? Now I'm on top for a change.
You will die on floor far below, crushed like eggshell.
Well, I'll believe it when it happens.
See, it will happen.
Well, try this on you. That's what you get for sticking your chin out. I'll drag you back into the cell. There. Another chicken in the coop.
Reggie?
Huh?
Is that you?
No doubt about it, Hermie. We met the enemy, and he is ours.
I don't want him.
Well, we have him. We're going to keep him, too. He has a nice long cord around his middle to tie him with.
Who is it?
Well, in the dark, it's hard to say. But I think he's our old friend Manuel. We'll see as soon as I tie him up. Hey, have we got a flashlight?
Jack's got one.
Oh, I know that. You haven't got a piece of paper in your pocket, have you?
I haven't got any pockets. I ain't even got any clothes.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting in the dark. The original loincloth kid.
Are you tying him up?
As a matter of fact, job's nearly finished. Now then, I'll strike a match and have a look at this chappie we just captured.
Oh, there's so much I don't know.
Oh, so it is Manuel.
What's that?
That's right. I've just tied up the high priest himself.
That is true.
Well, now, isn't that interesting?
Tell me, where are those other two?
And the two? You mean Jack and Doc?
See,
They're still over on the other ledge.
but I did not see them over there.
Just the same, that's where they are, and I wish they'd get back.
Reggie? Are you sure they're over there?
Of course I'm sure. I was outside when Jack swung out.
It's funny Manuel didn't see them.
What do you intend to do with me?
Hold you right here until Jack and Doc get back.
They will not come back.
You'll start praying that they do if you know what's good for you. An eye for an eye is how we play the game. Jack?
Yes?
I got a rest in.
All right.
We must be about 80 or 90 feet up from the floor.
That's pleasant.
Well, what do you say, Jack?
I say that's a pleasant thought.
Oh, yeah.
Well, shall we try it again?
Might as well. Hey, Jack. Jack.
Yeah?
We must be almost up. Our rope's getting a lot steadier.
Yeah, I was beginning to feel it.
It's hardly swinging at all. Must be only 5 or 6 feet from where the rope's fastened to the ceiling.
Should make it on our next try.
Son, them's the best words I've heard in years. Feel stronger already.
Well, let's go then.
You bet, too. Hey, Jack, I'm touching it.
Good boy.
How about you?
Wait a minute. Yes.
Can you tell what the rope's fastened to?
Seems to be some kind of a rock beam.
Yeah, same here. Now we're up what?
Get up on the beam.
Yeah, but how?
Swing our legs up and hook them around the beam, I guess.
Oh, that's great.
What's the matter with that?
Yeah, and there we are hanging head down 100 feet up in the air.
Well, I'm going to try it.
Well, you watch out, fella. You ain't allowed no mistakes up here.
Don't be so optimistic.
Well, look out below. Here I go.
Keep a grip on the rope.
Hey, Jack. What's that?
Sounds like an earthquake.
Boy, did this old temple sway.
Are you all right?
Yeah. It's a well placed to watch an earthquake from, too.
As if we didn't have enough trouble without that. Hey, hang on. Hang on, Doc. Get away.
Man, oh, man.
Doc, you all right?
I'm still hanging on, if that's what you mean. Well, what happened?
Part of the roof fell in.
And here we are hanging to the rest of the ceiling like a couple of flies.
That heart-stopping adventure lasted about a month, 4 weeks of 15-minute installments. I'm told that the government of Nicaragua protested to the network when it was over. Such was the power of I Love a Mystery.
Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum. This is your host to welcome you through the squeaking door into the land of ghosts, vampires, and other gay, hilarious people. Friends, are you looking for an apartment? Well, we have just the place for you. It's sturdily built, completely of marble, with cold running water every time it rains. You don't have to worry about the landlord putting you out. The lease is forever. All you have to do to get this little love nest is call your undertaker and get yourself a little bit dead.
Rumor has it that the famous door led into a basement studio where one of NBC's promising young producer-directors happened to be working. Right away, he saw the possibility of those rusty hinges, and the result was Inner Sanctum. Celebrity actors frequently appeared on the show. Here, slightly condensed, is a famous episode, The Wailing Wall. Gabriel Harnell lives in a crumbling mansion with his wealthy, hypochondriac wife and her cat.
Gabriel? Gabriel, do you hear me?
What do you want?
What are you doing down there?
I'm fixing something.
Well, why don't you come up? I don't want to be alone here. I can't bear to be alone. Stop that hammering, Gabriel. You know I can't bear that noise. Now stop it, please. Gabriel, will you stop that noise?
Oh. You came down.
Well, of course I came down. Did you expect me to lie there while all this racket was going on? Now, you know I'm a sick woman, Gabriel. Oh, you've made a huge gaping hole in the wall. Now, what on earth did you want to do a thing like that for?
You'll find out soon enough.
And what are all those things?
Stonemason's tools, cement, plaster.
Well, I never dreamed you knew how to use them. Oh, I'm going back to bed.
No, Agnes.
No.
No.
Gabriel, that rope in your hands.
Yes. I thought carefully about this rope, Agnes. It's the most merciful way. It leaves a little trace since there's no blood.
Gabriel.
You won't make it difficult, will you, Agnes?
Murder.
It's the only way.
No, Gabriel.
We couldn't go on like this. Your imaginary illnesses, your constant nagging. I have to be free of them, Agnes.
But murder?
This is best for both of us.
No, Gabriel. No, let go of me. That rope. Help, somebody.
It will be done in a minute.
Done. No.
The cat saw everything with its yellow eyes. The cat saw me take her body to the tomb I'd made in the wall. The cat saw me place her there and carefully seal it up. I worked quickly, skillfully, with infinite care. First the bricks, one on top of the other, then the plaster. Then the wallpaper to match the rest of the room. That wasn't very difficult. In a short time, it was done. I was free. All I had to do now was to go to the police and report her missing. It was even simpler than I thought. I put on the coat. I was about to open the front door when I heard it for the first time. I thought it must be my imagination. I listened carefully. I rushed to the wall, put my ear to it. What I heard made icy perspiration ooze out of every pore of my body. The wail was coming from the wall. It was like the insane shriek of some creature of another world. Was she alive in there? She couldn't be. She was dead. I knew she was dead. And yet I heard her voice wailing. I could swear it was her voice. I listened all that night. The wailing rose to a high, insane shriek, and then towards morning began to grow weaker, as though she were losing strength, and it seemed to die. The cat crept away. There was a merciful silence in the house. She was dead. She had to be by now. I sat down onto the sofa.
Harnell reports to the police that his wife is missing and mentions his fear that she may have taken her own life in the river.
Evening, Mr. Harnell.
Officer Cleary, who are those men with you?
Hey, got something to show you, Mr. Harnell. You'd better brace yourself. It's not going to be pleasant. All right, bring it in, boys. You can put it over there.
What? What is it?
It's a body. A woman. Just fished out of the river right near here. She can't be dead more than 24 hours.
My wife?
That's hard to say. You see, the body got caught in the propeller of a boat. It's not easy to recognize it. Unless it was examined by someone who knew her very well.
Let me see it.
Take away the burlap. Look, Mr. Harnell. I know. It's pretty bad. Is it your wife?
Agnes? Yes. Yes, of course. It's her.
You're sure now?
Yes, I'm sure. Positive.
All right, boys. Take it away. You can stay here, Mr. Harnell. I'll take care of everything down at headquarters. Good night.
Good night, Cleary.
That scene was overheard by Dorothy, Harnell's actress girlfriend.
I heard everything, kiddo.
You did?
So you were married.
No longer, Dorothy. My wife died. Suicide.
So I heard.
Now everything will be quite all right, and we can get married in a few weeks. We'll have money, lots of money.
She left you plenty, eh?
She was very wealthy.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
Nothing. I see what happens to your face when you hear that wail. Did you kill her?
What are you talking about?
Did you murder her?
You heard what he said. She was found in the river.
You can fool a dumb copper, but you can't fool Dorothy. That wail. It's queer. Awfully queer. Look at what that cat's doing, will you? Jumping up on that wall like it's gone crazy. Yes, there's something about that wall. That's what the cat's trying to tell me. Something about the wall.
You better stay away from there, Dorothy.
I'm going to find out something.
Yeah, put that bookend down.
Not till I'm done with it, kiddo.
What are you doing there?
I'm going to break through that wall.
You crazy fool, stop it.
No!
Here, give me that thing.
You're too late, Gabe. I've broken a hole through, and I'm going to look. Your wife.
Yes, Dorothy.
You murdered her.
Yes.
Well, ain't you the kid?
What are you going to do about it?
What do you think? I want money. Lots of... That rope.
Yes. This rope. It leaves no telltale traces.
Oh, no, kid. Didn't you get it? It was all a joke. No, don't come any closer.
Don't scream, Dorothy. It won't do you any good.
Gabe, listen to me. I don't want to spend not one penny. That rope. Take it away from my neck.
Don't, Dave, in the name of heaven, don't, please.
She was dead. I took her body, put it in an old trunk in the storeroom of the cellar. I had to think of some plan, some way to get rid of those bodies. In my confusion, there was only one thing that I was certain of. I must never leave the house, not even for a minute. I never did. At nights, I would sit there, listening. Then it would come, the wail in the wall. I knew that after a week she couldn't be alive. What made the wail? Plans? I thought of 1,000 plans, but all of them would mean that I had to leave the house, and if I left, someone would hear the wail and find out, just as Dorothy did. Fire. Yes, fire. That would do it. The idea danced like a flame in my mind. That night, when I heard the wailing begin again, I came to a decision. I had spent 40 years in the house. More punishment than criminals receive who've committed even worse crimes than mine. I'd take a chance. I opened the wall I'd sealed up 40 years ago. She was still there, but the wailing continued. Why? I looked into the tomb I'd made for her, and then I saw it. I saw this thing that had ruined my life. It was a tiny hole in the outside wall that I'd made when I first broke it open. The wind rushed through and made that horrible wail. What was the use? I took a match out of my pocket. I set its flame to the curtains. In a moment, the place would be an inferno. But I decided to stay. I wanted to perish with the house. In death, at least I'd be free.
Boris Karloff, yes, that was Karloff, as Gabriel Harnell, was rescued from the fire only to take his own life in a hospital. The final comment from Inner Sanctum's host was this.
Meow! Everybody's dead but the cat. And we overlooked him because we couldn't find him.
For a first-rate horror show with fantastic sound effects and great original stories of murder, madness, and mystery, and first-rate actors, Lights Out with Arch Oboler had an all-too-short life. The show began in Chicago in 1934, and the following season was picked up by the NBC Red Network. In 1936, Arch Oboler took over the show, and under his direction it was fantastically popular. But he departed in 38, and the show went off the air in 39. He returned in 42 to revive the show, and from that series, we hear a prime example, an icy political struggle that takes place at the bottom of the sea.
Listen to Bathysphere.
The sea is very quiet.
Yes, Your Excellency.
Will it be very quiet under the water?
No motion, Your Excellency.
And so it'll all be very amusing.
I hope so, sir. The captain ought to have everything ready by now, sir. If you'll excuse me now, Your Excellency, I'll go see.
No, just a moment, Doctor. How far under will we have to go to break the record?
Over half a mile.
How far's the bottom?
Just over the record mark.
Deeper than any man's ever gone. It'll all be very amusing. Now, come ahead, my young and impatient friend. We'll go aboard your diving bell and begin our little adventure. Come.
Attention! You see, Your Excellency, we are quite ready.
Oh, Doctor, is everything to your satisfaction?
Did you put in an extra oxygen tank, Captain?
Yes, sir. Everything just as you said, Doctor.
The telephone communication being tested?
20 times.
Searchlight?
I assure you everything has been tested, Doctor.
On this dive, everything must be perfection.
You mean the record?
I mean, Your Excellency, that your life is precious to the state.
Yes. The press of the world has known me only as a record breaker in the world of what they so quaintly term power politics. By nightfall, they'll herald me as a record breaker in the world of science, eh, Doctor?
If all goes well, Your Excellency.
Yes.
All ready now, sir.
Shall we go now, Your Excellency?
Yes, of course, of course.
Attention!
No formalities. Let the men go about their business so we can get started.
Yes, Your Excellency. At your work, men.
Would you like to get into the bathysphere first, Your Excellency?
No, after you. Head first into the steel wall. Quite without dignity, eh, Captain?
Shall I help you, sir?
No, I'll make it all right. You ready for me, Doctor?
Come ahead, sir. And careful of the bolt end, sir.
That's it.
You're all right, sir?
Yes, of course I am. Well, what are we waiting for?
Captain.
Aye, sir.
Close her up.
Aye, sir.
All well in there, sir?
What's that?
A voice for the telephone, sir. They'll communicate with us from the deck every 3 minutes. If one of us doesn't answer within half a minute, the orders are to pull us up.
An excellent safety precaution. Yes, indeed.
All well in there, Doctor? All well.
You're moving.
Yes. Lifting us out to the end of the boom, and then down we go.
Letting us down in the water, aren't they?
Yes, sir, in a moment.
We're under.
Yes, I'll turn the oxygen higher.
The light. So green.
Yes. Soon it'll be blue. Then a darker blue until at around 2,000 feet we'll be in a darkness that goes beyond dark. Complete, eternal night.
Eternal night under the water. How amusing.
All well down there, sir? All well.
At 4,000 feet, the 6-foot ball containing the nervous young doctor and the man known only as the head of state touches bottom, and things begin to change.
That lever up on the roof that I pulled.
Well?
It threw the end of the steel cable free. Yes, severed the cord between ourselves and the ship and the world.
No.
We are here, Your Infernal Excellency. Down here to stay.
No. You lie. I don't believe you. They'll pull us up. The telephone, here. Here, you up there, listen. Get me up. Get me up. You up there, hear me. It's your leader. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. You hear me? Get me out of here. Out of here. Out of here. Unbelievable.
Oxygen left for another hour, and it takes you 10 precious minutes of your precious life to believe. You do believe you're going to die now, don't you?
But I was sure nothing could happen. Every detail of the machinery. The record of every member of the crew.
And I was one of those who was perfectly harmless, eh?
Yes, your past. Since a boy trained in the schools of the state. Your father an official. Why do you do this to me? Answer me, why do you do this? You were trained in my schools, brought up to think the way you should think. Who up there made you do this thing, and why?
It will be a slow death. As slow as the death of my country.
I want to know one thing. Why do you do this?
Why? Yes, I'll give you your whys. You trained me in your schools. And from morning to night, what went into my head was only what you decreed was right and proper for a good citizen of your infernal state to know. Yes, you crammed my head full. But there's one place you and your books and your speeches couldn't reach. My heart.
Your heart?
Yes, heart. You heard me, heart. My head said believe. My heart said no. You didn't start in young enough with me. For the heart that was born inside of me has brought you here to die.
Die? I don't understand.
But you didn't condition me quite well enough. Should have started with the embryo. For somewhere along the line, a little humanity got inside of me that cried out against what you were doing. It grew and grew until it said you had to die. What have you to say to that?
You fool.
Fool? Is that all you answer?
Yes, fool.
You think I'm a fool to die here with you? They won't say it back in the cities when they know that they're free.
You fool. You think the freeing them of me will make them free?
Yes, of course it will.
I call you fool again. How do you think I became the head of the state? All right, I know I'm going to die. When a man is expected to die as long as I have, the actuality isn't quite as frightening as you might think. Since I am going to die, I'll have the one small satisfaction of showing you that you're an empty-headed fool.
Stop saying that.
Oh, you too have an ego. I came into power not alone through my own strength, but because the conditions of our country were such that other men sitting on their wealth came to the decision that I alone could keep them there.
But it was you.
I tell you, listen. When an ancient rule of privilege is threatened, it seeks to live no matter what the cost. The cost to them was me, and they found me worth it. For I threw to the mass none of the wealth they'd worked to build, but only fighting phrases of prejudice and hate that cost the men who made me nothing but the rent of the halls for the simple to hear my opiates. And so I call you fool. Fool to die and fool to kill me. For the conditions that made me will still exist when I'm dead. You free them of me. But what of hunger? What of ruthless exploitation? These will still be free up there to put hate and desperation into men. And so the ones who gave me power will find a new leader to stop the rumblings of rebellion with all the tricks that I taught them. A new leader. You hear me, fool? A new leader.
No, it isn't true. It can't be true.
So dark. If I could see your face, to see the fool discovering he's a fool.
They will be free. They will.
What magic do you think will come into the air when I'm dead? Will men forget that greed and say, oh, we've quite enough? That's enough for everyone. Let each share according to his needs. No, fool. With me or without me, the game will be played just as it always has been played. And so you're a fool and die like one.
Well, what could I have done? I had to do something.
I'll tell you what you could have done. You could have done the one thing that would have in time helped destroy not only me, but those who made me. You could have gone to the people.
What?
Yes, walked among them, worked among them. And at every chance whispered to them the things I kept from them. A noose would have been around your neck every time you opened up your mouth. And yet, in that talking of liberty and freedom and common decency and all the rest of that sort of thing, there'd have been far more meaning than in this futile murdering of me. I've had them hunted down and shot, each of those who dared to whisper among the people. But as they died, I didn't call them fools, because I knew that they were wise. That only through the will to live and do of the great bludgeoning mass of their people was their hope of making that new world they wanted. Oh, why have I bothered talking? I'm tired. Hand me something heavy, fool.
Why?
You think I'm going to sit here and wait and count my every breath until the dark's crawling with horrors and I'm No. I'll end it now, quickly. Yes, faster than a bullet shot. Give me something heavy, I tell you. I'll smash the glass. The water, tons of it, smashing in. I'll be dead, faster than the sword and never ended. Give me something to smash the glass or I'll...
There, sir? All well down there, sir?
Voice. Telephone.
All well. Take us up.
From Arch Oboler's Lights Out, a story of mystery and madness, but lacking a murder, although the young man is promised to be shot as soon as they reach the surface.
I am the Whistler. And I know many things, for I walk by night. I know many strange tales hidden in the hearts of men and women who have stepped into the shadows. Yes, I know the nameless terrors of which they dare not speak.
The Whistler could never be called a detective. He didn't solve anything, but instead assumed the role of conscience of the murderer. And there was always a murder. His sardonic comments, apparently whispered in the killer's ear, escalated the suspense until the moment arrived for the strange ending to tonight's story. This one is a carefully plotted murder designed to appear as a quiet suicide. Frank Reynolds has just arrived by plane from Chicago, unknown to anyone else, to meet his wife Diane in New York to spend a full day alone with her. But we know something Diane does not. Frank has another wife in Los Angeles and an elaborate plan to arrive by train the following morning. The Whistler.
So it's going to be murder, Frank. The only way out of your marriage to Diane that will leave your other marriage in Los Angeles intact. Divorce is out of the question, naturally. Any notoriety, any publicity on the national press wires, and Millicent might get strange ideas about your business trips to New York. There'd be investigations, bigamy charges, 2 divorces instead of 1. And, of course, the prospect of working for a living when you got out of prison. So it's murder now, a fairly simple kind of murder. The ingredients are all there. Diane, despondent, disillusioned in marriage. A nice, quiet suicide that will rate perhaps 2 inches of copy in the New York papers. No more.
You like the apartment, Frank?
Oh, it's wonderful. 3 rooms, fireplace, no nosy maids or janitors.
Is it everything you wanted?
Everything. Even a back entrance. Oh, you couldn't have done better, darling. We're all set.
Yes, Frank, all set. With a murder planned for tonight. With your alibi still solid on that eastbound train due tomorrow morning at Penn Station. You were careful back in Chicago, weren't you? Arranging things so it would be almost impossible to check either the plane or train tickets. So no one will be able to say you left the train there and arrived in New York ahead of it. On the way to dinner with Diane, the plan begins to operate.
Let me finish my drink.
I said let's get out of here. I'll mix you a drink at home.
Frank?
Yeah?
Anyone see you come in?
Not a soul.
It seems silly, you using the back entrance, me coming in the front.
What took you so long?
This.
Oh. My prescription.
The desk clerk gave it to me. I had to sign for it. Is it right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's right. I'll fix you that drink I promised you.
Oh.
What's the matter?
It tastes awfully strong. Did you forget the soda?
Now, you're going soft on me, darling. Down the hatch.
Skull.
Skull.
Yeah. This has been a funny evening. A funny visit.
There you go again. What's the matter?
Visit. That's an interesting word. Visit.
Look, darling,
My husband's visiting me for a few days. It's nice to see you, dear. Nice to look across the room and find you there.
You're in a strange mood tonight.
No. Not strange, really. Just devoted. And maybe a little disappointed. Love does a lot of funny things, you know. Stops up your eyes and your ears. Keeps you believing in someone no matter what people tell you.
You're just tired, Diane.
Yes. I guess I am. Tired of secret meetings with my own husband. Tired of lying to Uncle George, trying to defend you when I...
When you what?
There is another woman, isn't there, Frank? In Los Angeles.
Don't be silly.
It's like a movie. Sometimes, when I close my eyes and try to sleep, I see you getting off the train, meeting a smart-looking blonde in a red convertible.
You better get those ideas out of your head.
You mind if I stretch out a little?
Not at all.
I really don't think you're so terrible, darling. I just love you.
Sure.
Men think women don't know. They think they don't even suspect a little bit. But they do. They do, Frank. They do.
It takes a few minutes more to check the room, tidy it up, get rid of the cigarette butts that aren't stained with lipstick, wipe off fingerprints, scrape the druggist label off the bottle of sleeping pills, and then quietly you let yourself out the door and hurry toward the back service stairs, and then...
Is this the floor? Yes, sir. Mrs. Reynolds' apartment is 20B, around the corner near the rear stairway.
Are you sure she's here?
Yes, she came in an hour or so ago.
Alone?
Yes, sir, alone. Shall I wait?
Stand by a minute. I'll see if she'll talk to me for a while.
I'll wait.
It's the detective, Frank, coming from the elevator. You're trapped, with a choice of meeting him or running back down to the lobby. It's then that you feel the key in your hand.
The apartment. Yeah.
Mrs. Reynolds. Mrs. Reynolds, your uncle wants me to talk to you. Mrs. Reynolds, are you all right? Hurry.
I know she's in there, sir.
Bring me the passkey, will you?
There's no time to think, Frank. You hold your breath, press back against the wall behind the door, and then...
She must be in there, sir. There's only one way out of the building at this time of night.
Yeah, open it up.
That's it. Mrs. Reynolds.
You take the only chance you have, Frank. As they go in, you slide around the door in the darkness and then out into the hall.
Here, what's this? Get the light.
Mrs. Reynolds!
You aren't conscious of time now, Frank. Maybe it's an hour, maybe two since that awful moment in the apartment. But things are beginning to settle down now as you sit in the dim railroad station in Newark, waiting for that train of yours to pull in. You settle back against the bench, vaguely aware of the smell of the oiled wood floors. And then the boards creak slightly as someone moves toward you in the darkness.
Got a light, buddy? What? Oh, yeah. Here you are. Thanks. Yeah, thanks very much. Oh, mind if I keep these? Oh, no. Go ahead. Oh, dull hour, 3 a.m. Waiting for a train? Yeah. It's a funny thing, guy sitting in this drab station waiting for the train from Chicago at this hour. Listen, Yes, sir. Odd thing. You know, you could grab a taxi outside and get to New York in an hour. Still, you're waiting here. Why?
Look, you can figure that out for yourself.
Sit down, Mr. Reynolds.
How did you... My name...
It was printed on that match folder you handed me.
What do you want?
I want you to help me decide whether your wife's death was suicide or murder.
She's dead?
Yeah. After talking to her uncle, I decided to drop over here and see if you really were on the train.
Oh, well, listen, I can explain about that.
You can save all that for later. I'm Pearson, Mr. Reynolds, New York homicide. Why don't we skip the train, start back to New York right now? They're waiting for us back at your apartment. All right, come on, Reynolds. You can get in touch with your lawyer on the way to headquarters.
Now, wait a minute. I didn't do anything, Lieutenant. You've got to believe me.
Skip it. I've got no time for that.
Just a minute, Lieutenant.
Huh?
I just can't take this on myself. What I feel personally and what is just are two different things, I guess. Diane was in Los Angeles a month ago.
What? You mean she was?
Well, that's interesting.
I should have told you before, I suppose, but...
Oh, think nothing of it. And I suppose you have the suicide note tucked up your sleeve?
Well, I do have one, as a matter of fact. An old one. You see, Diane did try to kill herself just last month. And that's why I've been having her followed.
Well, Reynolds, I guess I was wrong. Well, we all make mistakes once in a while. I'm sorry.
The Whistler will return in just a moment with the strange ending to tonight's story.
So it's over now, Frank. A few more questions and you'll be released. Free of suspicion that you murdered Diane, wife number 1. Free to go back to Los Angeles and someone they know nothing about, Millicent, wife number 2. And it's ironic that Diane's Uncle George came through with the one statement that could save you. Yes, you were as surprised as Lieutenant Pearson to hear that Diane had actually gone to Los Angeles. And you realize now that she knew the truth about Millicent. that if you'd left her alone, she might have tried suicide a second time, successfully. You're going to be careful now, Frank. No missteps, no false moves. Taking the cue from the lieutenant.
Yeah, this is a tough business I'm in, Reynolds. You gotta play hunches, you know.
Yeah.
I came into the room tonight and I took a look around. I see there isn't a note. Say to myself, this lady went to bed figuring she'd be up and going the next day. Intent, you know. Yeah, it's pretty important stuff.
I understand, Lieutenant.
Yeah. I was trained to look for intent above everything else. Well, sometimes you go wrong, though, just like now. Sometimes. Well, now. What do you know about that? Intent, you know. That's what they're going to ask me, Reynolds. What was in the little lady's mind?
The clock? I don't understand it.
I don't blame you. Now, why do you suppose she set that alarm clock? I'll tell you why. She expected it to wake her up. She expected to be alive right now. You know, I guess we'll just have to start the questions all over again.
From The Whistler, a drama famous for its strange endings.
Suspense.
During its 20-year run on CBS, Suspense enjoyed the services of first-rate directors and producers, and some of the most famous voices in show business, such as Agnes Moorehead, Orson Welles, Ronald Colman, Gregory Peck, Peter Lorre, and Charles Laughton. To conclude our anthology of radio mystery, murder, and madness, here are 3 movie superstars in scenes from Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills. First, the opening of a story by James M. Cain, set during the Depression when homeless men rode the railroads, just one step ahead of the guards. The title, Dead Man.
Hey, what are we slowing down for?
Why does a freight train always slow down 10 miles from nowhere in the middle of the night? Railroad bull coming down the line to boot us off.
So let's get off. We're going slow enough to jump.
Yeah, but too fast to get back on. Yeah, he's flashing his light now.
All right, boys. Pile off. Hit the cinders.
Let's go.
Okay. Hey, what happened to that kid that was on here? I didn't see him jump.
He climbed down in the coal chute.
Hey, kid, the bull's coming. You can't hide from this guy.
Don't see me in this chute.
Okay.
I'm giving you guys a break. Are you going to jump?
Come on, Mick.
Right. Fall easy and roll when you hit.
Try to be a nice guy and they walk all over you. Anybody down that coal chute? All right, wise guy, climb out of that chute.
Turn off that
I'll
flashlight.
turn it off, you little punk. Come out.
Let go of me, you big ape.
Hide out on me, will you? I try to give you a break and you hide out.
Oh, right. Look out. Look out. The bottom of the chute is open. We'll fall. You'll go with me.
All right, kid. Where are you? You're not getting away from me.
Let me go. Why don't you let me go?
You had your chance. Larry Knott ain't losing his job for a punk like you. You'll do a bit and a clink for this.
You gotta kick me there first. Now, big guy, this might even things up.
Kid, put down that spike.
I'll put it down. Always picking on people. I wasn't going to steal your lousy railroad. Now, maybe you'll let me go. Mister. Hey, mister. Mister! Wake up! Wake up! He's dead! He's dead! Got to get back to Los Angeles before morning. See how far on this roadside. 17 miles.
You better keep running, kid. You got a long way to go.
Where are you? Who is it?
It's me, kid. You know where I am. You left me there.
Look, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
No, but you did it. Now you gotta run. You gotta run for the rest of your life.
Just L.A., that's all. I'll be safe there, you understand? I'll be safe.
You can't beat this, kid.
I can. I ate 2 meals yesterday in the soup kitchen. If I get back in time for breakfast, they'll remember me. Nobody will ever know I left the town. Nobody.
Nobody. You'll know it, kid. And I'll know it. We'll always know it. You better run, kid.
You can't hurt me. You're a dead man. You're dead. You're dead.
Humphrey Bogart's voice taunted the young man to the point of madness, and finally, in desperation, to give himself up to the police, to learn at last that the guard's killing had been ruled an accident. Black Curtain was another famous episode from Suspense. Here, a man wakes up in the street after a bad fall on the ice knocked him out. Everything seems strange. His own clothing, the street, even the year.
December 1944. Why, the last I remember was July 1941. 3 years, just gone. Amnesia. A black curtain comes down over your mind out of nowhere. Well, that black curtain had been over my eyes for 3 years. Where had I been? Who had I been? I hadn't been Frank Townsend. I'd been someone else. D.N. Someone whose initials were D.N. I walked along Tillery Street thinking about it. Those 3 years. I could have been married. I could have been a thief. I could have... Something made me turn around on the street for a moment. And that was when I first saw him. Gray Eyes. He'd been talking to the cop who took my name. He looked up as I did. And then he started to walk rapidly in my direction. I backed away instinctively. Something about him spelled trouble. He called to me and came forward.
Hey! Hey, you stop, Townsend!
Instinctively, I knew I should run and get away from him.
Hey, you!
I looked back and around to the corner. He had a gun in his hand. He raised it. And then I turned and ran for my life. Why was that man following me with a gun? What did Gray Eyes want with me? I must have done something. I had to get away someplace to be safe and think. I beat it down into the subway and hid. For 2 hours I stayed down there. I thought it all out carefully during those 2 hours. I knew I was on the spot for something. Gray Eyes meant business. What could it be? Who had I been during those last 3 years with that black curtain in front of them? Well, maybe I'd been a gangster, and he was one of a mob that wanted to rub me out. I didn't know. There was no identification, my wallet stolen, nothing in my pockets that would help. Just D.N. in the hat, and D.N. on the cigar case. D.N. Oh, my head was aching with worry, and my stomach had panic in it. I had to find out who I'd been, what I had done. But how? Where? Tillery Street. Yes, that's where I'd been when I woke up. Tillery Street. Well, maybe Gray Eyes would go back there, too, looking for me. But I had to take that chance. Tillery Street.
Yes?
Oh, good evening, Pop.
Hello. Oh, hello there.
Oh, you know me.
Sure. Couldn't see under that hat at first. What can I do for you?
Well, say, have you got an evening paper I could look at?
No, sorry, never read them. Too much trouble in the world these days, anyhow. Say, how you been? You haven't been around 2 or 3 weeks.
Uh-huh. Oh, well, I've been busy. Look, Pop.
Yeah?
I made a bet with a friend of mine that even though you see so many customers, you'd walk right up and give me my full name.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I don't know it. I don't think I ever heard your name. But I know your girl.
My girl?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you do?
Sure.
Well, now, maybe I can still win my bet, huh?
Well, of course. Ruth. Lives right across the street, the Tillery Apartments.
Well, that's right. Ruth. But now, what apartment?
Apartment 3C, of course. Don't I take the sandwiches up there every night?
3C. Yeah, well, thanks.
Will you win your bet, mister?
What? Oh, yeah, I think I will.
What is your name, so as I'll know it next time?
Oh, I'll tell you tomorrow. I hope.
So long.
So long, Pop. I'll be...
What's the matter? Drop something?
No, nothing. Nothing. I'm just tying the shoe. I I'd just been going to walk out when I saw him standing across the street. Gray eyes again. I ducked down behind the store window and watched him. He looked over in my direction, and then up and down the street. Oh, then he lit a cigarette and strolled down to the corner. The minute he disappeared, I yanked the door open, dashed out, ran across the Tillery apartments, and went in.
While the black curtain of amnesia veiled 3 years of his life, Cary Grant had apparently murdered a wealthy man, to learn at last that his erstwhile girlfriend had actually pulled the trigger. On December 1st, 1945, Suspense presented a memorable show. The scene was a Los Angeles Veterans Hospital for only the most seriously wounded men. The title, Mission Completed.
Are you all right for the night, Tom?
How do you know when he's all right?
Tom and I have a secret code, don't we, Tom? He blinks once for yes and twice for no. Are you okay, Tom? Night.
Okay. Sure, I'm okay. I've been okay ever since I got liberated from Sagamo Prison in Tokyo in 1945. Yeah, ever since I woke up in this Veterans Hospital 4 years ago, I've been okay. I got nothing to do but lie flat on my back and let my eyes wander over the ceiling and look at Suki smiling down at me. Suki seems to smile down at me from the little plaster square of ceiling that reminds me of the prison yard in Sagamo. He can't help smiling and laughing because he knows I can't get at him. Suki knows I'm paralyzed. He knows I can only blink my eyes once for yes and twice for no. You see, Suki was in charge of the camp at Sagamo. And he helped slaughter guys like Campbell and Jones, Mayberry, Evans, too many more to count. First he starved them until they couldn't crawl, and then he... Well, anyway, just before we got liberated, I fuzzed up in my mind. I couldn't remember anything. Sometime later, I woke up in a vet's hospital, California, USA. And I've been on my back for 4 years staring at that little square. Well, once in a while, they dump me in a wheelchair and push me out into the sunshine, wheel me up and down the walk like I was a baby. Only babies can cry.
Road today, Tom? Do we go down the walk through the grounds or the sidewalk down by the flower shop? Just open your eyes wide if it's a sidewalk. Well, good. You'll see all the flowers. Oh, here comes Janet wheeling Murdoch. You remember him?
Hello, Tom. Hello, Tom.
Hi, Janet. How you doing?
Getting in shape for the dance tonight. Am I really?
Hiya, Tom.
I'll see you there. Hi. Isn't Janet a pretty girl? I'll bet you have a nice girl someplace. Come on now, haven't you? We're almost at the flower shop, Tom. Oh, see that man in the window? Isn't that a pretty bouquet he's getting together? Well, look how tan he is. Oh, I guess he's a
I'm sitting in a wheelchair, paralyzed, looking at a man on a flower shop window, and the man I'm looking at is Suki. While I'm looking at him, something's happening to me. My fingers that I haven't worked for 4 years are grabbing the arms of the wheelchair, and my legs are straining and pushing against the floor. The same legs I haven't used for 48 months. And I want to cry out, and I feel my tongue getting ready to...
Tom, what's the matter with you? Come on, Tom, now, relax. Maybe you don't like flowers. That's just like a man. Doesn't like flowers. Do you want to go home now, Tom?
It's Suki. A man on the flower shop window, and it's Suki. I know it is. If we can get closer, all I have to do is look at that scar down the side of his face. I gave him that scar in Sagamo.
Do you want to go home, Tom? Now, don't frown like that. Tom, what's the matter? Do you want to go closer? Okay, if you want to go closer to the flower shop.
It was Suki, all right. Yeah, it was Suki. We got real close to the shop, and I got a good look. The scar on his face stood out like a half moon. He was busy with flowers. You'd flowers. I couldn't imagine him working with flowers, but it was Suki. And this time I didn't clench my fingers or strain my legs. I just lay back in the chair and relaxed, and I began to plan. I began a plan that I'd started the day I looked around and I found myself in a Jap prison camp. A plan that almost worked the day Suki got that scar. It didn't work that day. It's going to work now.
Through a tremendous effort of will, fueled by a murderous hatred, Jimmy Stewart leaves his wheelchair, obtains a pistol, lures the Japanese flower dealer into the hospital, and plans to kill him without mercy.
Well, there was nobody in the hall, so I ran for it. Nobody in my room. I slid open the door and I started for bed. The bed met me halfway, and I lay there soaking wet with a gun sticking out of my pocket. I spun the cylinder. I saw 6.45 caliber bullets. 15 minutes went by. And then it was 9 o'clock. The ward was very quiet. You could have heard a pin drop. Nothing sounded until I heard the sound of the elevator. And it's stopping on 4. Someone had got out of the elevator and was padding down the hall. And it was the same little shuffle I'd heard every day for 3 years in a bug-infested hellhole called the prison camp. Yeah, the same footsteps, the footsteps I used to turn my brain to water and send my heart right down to my shoes. The footsteps that meant someone was going to get it, and I wanted to yell and scream, "Come on, Suki, it's different now. Come on, Suki, I'm waiting for you." But I couldn't breathe very good. Every breath I took drowned out Suki's feet. So I just took little short breaths, and I waited. And I had to grab the revolver with both hands to keep it steady. And Suki was getting closer. So I released the safety catch, and I tried to keep my wobbly hand steady. He was almost here now. The knob was turning in the door.
Suki! Suki! This is for Campbell, and this is for Jones, and this is for Mayberry and Evans and Murphy!
This episode of Suspense had an unusual ending. Since it was aired on the anniversary of Pearl Harbor, the confrontation was staged by the hospital staff, and Stewart was allowed to vent his rage without harm to himself or his victim. Forgiveness was in the air. Bogart, Grant, and Stewart from the radio show Suspense. In tales of murder, mystery, and madness. 3 major elements in the golden age of radio drama.